Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Hysteria Projects. Hope you're doing well, having a great day. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. The energy of this message is so much love though. So much love. Okay, so I'm very excited to do this reading. This settling energy is the underlying energy. Avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. And that is your energy. That is where you're at. You're not settling. You're not. You're not settling for anything less than, okay? And because you're in that energy, there is something so beautiful heading your way. So beautiful. We have imperfections and baggage, okay? These both want to come out, but I feel like there's a separate thing here. So, it says, love is a beautiful mess. Embrace the imperfections. There is a masculine energy, okay, that is looking at all of your imperfections as so beautiful. This person that you're being aligned with is genuinely a gift. This is a blessing, okay? And maybe this could come together a little bit messy. You know, again, it says love is a beautiful mess. But this is the blessing here. This is the perfection within the imperfections. This is the love right here. And this baggage energy that weighed down, this is what you have left behind. I really do feel like you have been healing from a lot of this weight. And I'm getting that there's one person in particular that you definitely have been healing from, okay? Now, there's a lot you've been healing from, and I'm getting just relationships in general have not been very pleasant, okay? But you're not settling anymore. There's this level of growth that you've accomplished here that is allowing you to close these doors and new ones open. And this new door that is opening is, I'm telling you, this is like a love that was just made for you, okay? This really is a blessing. A true love. A deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. Okay, so this energy that is coming in, I'm telling you, the amount of love, the purity of this love, it is so beautiful. That's what's heading your way. Divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. So I can't give you a time frame on this, but this is unfolding currently, okay? That's why this energy is coming through. You know, it's like a little preview of this blessing. And this isn't just a blessing for you. This is a blessing for this other person too. This literally is a union that is blessed. Oh, this energy is so exciting. So exciting. You know, this ten of swords energy down here, this is all of that baggage. This is the betrayal, you know. But this is what's coming. This is what you're overcoming right now, you know, getting past, healing through. 9 of Cups, this is ultimate, this is your wish fulfillment. This is the connection that you have been waiting for, and the Wheel of Fortune here. I'm telling you, this is happening now. Divine timing, you could have been waiting for divine timing, and divine timing is now. You know, not necessarily. For some of you, you know, this is moving forward is what I'm going to say. We don't know where this is, but this is moving forward. This is heading towards you. And it's because you closed these doors over here. It's because you put an end to certain things. And I'm getting that this person is also doing the same thing in their life. You know, because again, this is a blessed connection, a blessed union. There's things that this person also had to let go over and let go of, and move past, you know, heal through. Baggage that they had to work through as well. This feels like pure alignment, you know, beautiful love. You really have been healing and working on things. You've been pouring back into yourself. You really have been unpacking and alchemizing and doing the work to really be able to close this door, to have a new one open, to have true love come in. Give me a little more. A little more. Yeah. You know, you've been patient with yourself. You've been patient with the divine. You know, you've really been doing the work. You've been healing yourself. This baggage was very heavy, very emotional. But for some of you, you could have dealt with somebody that felt like a predator, okay? For some of you, you could have been with somebody that was very jealous and envious, very possessive. There's some of you that you could have been dealing with somebody that you had so many memories with, you know, and it just continued to pull at you. Whatever this is for you, it left you hurt. And you really did heal. You are healing. This Two of Swords is this stalemate, this crossroads energy. And I feel like this crossroads that you were faced with was not settling. You know, seeing your own worth. You know, working through this pain and shutting this door. You know, not allowing this person to continue to come back into your life, and you know better is the energy. You know, you're not wanting to settle. You're open to true love. And that's exactly what is being handed to you here. And I want to say handed, but that's kind of what it just feels like. It feels like a gift. It feels like this true love is a gift, like handmade just for you. Oh shit, hang on. Let's try that again. Got the Knight of Pentacles. This is something you've been very patient for. You know, I don't know how long you've been in this energy of healing and working through all of this here, but it does feel like you've been patient. We have the Nine of Wands and the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. You know, this has been slow going, very slow going. It's like at times you felt like giving up, but you did continue to push through. And I'm more specifically talking about this, you know, like this is some heavy energy. This is some deep stuff. And there were moments through this healing process here that you did feel like giving up, that you did doubt true love, you know, or not maybe that you doubted true love, but that you could have that. That's the energy. But you continued to push through. You know, I do sense that you never gave up hope. Yeah, this Four of Coins on the bottom, you kept holding on to the idea of true love. And I'm getting it's because you know it exists. You know it exists. Tell me more about this true love, because I'm telling you, it feels so wonderful. It feels like pure joy. Why the 2 and 8 of Swords, Spirit? Okay. So that's the energy that's transforming here. Is, you again, I was just saying how you felt like maybe it just wasn't meant for you. Maybe you would never get to experience it or hold it or whatever it may be here. You felt stuck. Okay, and a lot of that stuck energy really was because of this baggage. It really was because it was that settling energy. That's the energy that's transforming. You're not settling. You're not devaluing yourself. And because of that, that's putting this other energy in motion. And it almost feels like a light bulb moment that I'm seeing here. It's like, oh my gosh, I was holding up my own blessings, because I was still hanging on to the idea of something here that I knew. I'm getting the energy. It's maybe that you didn't know at first. Maybe this is something that you did want, but you did open your eyes up at some point and realize that to remain in this situation would to be to settle. And the core of you settling was based out of fear, really. You wanting to have some sort of stability or something at the sacrifice of really your true happiness and your joy. And it's like the moment that you decided to no longer think about that, to no longer even consider the idea of going back to a situation that ultimately you weren't happy in, is really what I'm getting. That's opening the door up for this true love to come in and real celebration and real happiness. Real love. And you don't expect it to be perfect. It's, you could even be a little bit worried about that, like you have all these imperfections that you notice about yourself. And that could maybe give you some self-doubt here. But I'm seeing that there's somebody here that looks at your imperfections as perfect. They love all of the flaws and everything. And if you haven't met this person yet, this is what you're being aligned with. And you're being aligned with this because you were able to close the door on all of this. You're no longer settling. Yeah, and you've been healing. You've been healing through all of this baggage, all of this weight, all of these emotions. And it's led to this transformation. It's led to something very new and passionate. I'm telling you, this is going to bring so much happiness and so much joy, and it's going to feel like a gift, because it is a gift. It's a blessing. You're a blessing to this person. This person is a blessing to you. This union is blessed. And divine timing has been all at play because there's a lot of healing that had to be done here. Yeah, a lot of work that had to be put in. And not just on your end, but this person's end too, okay? This is an alignment. You two are going to be on the same page here. Yeah, you both have overcome a lot of struggles and a lot of just very heavy situations within relationships. Both of you have put in a work here to heal past things that really cut deep and transform yourself, transform your own life, transform your love life. Is there anything else, Spirit? I love this energy. I mean, again, the excitement that I have is, it's almost like this is going to take your breath away. And look, the lovers. The lovers. I'm telling you, this is a coming together here that is going to make your heart flutter here. It's wish fulfillment. The wheel is turning in your favor and this other person's favor. You've been faced with a lot of choices in relationships, and so has this other person. And it really is giving a beautiful alignment taking place here, a beautiful change. So let's get a final message. I don't like when cards be flying on the floor. Okay. We have trust. You need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. Okay, both of you could have some trust issues from this past. You know, that might be, you know, some advice for both of you. You know, to trust in each other, trust in this path. Don't, this person, neither one of you are like each other's past, okay? This new person is not your ex. This new person isn't coming in bringing all of this baggage with them, and neither are you. You know, so I'm definitely getting that trusting energy is on both parts, you know. Be open to this alignment. Okay, anything else? And then we have dreams. Share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. This will be a dream come true, okay? For both of you. This is very beautiful. I hope this message helped, and until next time, bye.